All right, looks like we should be live. Welcome to Accelerate Your Life channel. So on today's channels, I've got on this episode, I've got Alex Guerra. So he's director of artist relations with Vibravid. I did a couple videos regarding that, about the BeatzCoin, the trading aspect, the video part. So that'd be really cool to discuss with him, and then you'll be able to answer your questions. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put that in the comments, and obviously be able to explain to you what Vibravid.io is, and then what's the purpose, what's their intent in the as a web platform. So yeah, so right now, just beside me, my guest, so Alex Guerra. So yeah, let's start by just say a little bit about yourself. Just present yourself. I know you have a
Yeah.
podcast as well. So
Yeah. Thanks, Ben. Thanks. So thanks for having me on, Sylvain. I'm Alex Guerra. I work with Vibravid Inc., which is BeatzCoin, our native token. We're a community project that started in late 2017, right, very early 2018. I jumped on more towards the end of 2018, and just very passionate about the objective that we're trying to achieve as a video and audio content platform. Personally, I've been into crypto now for about since the boom, like like most people, and now I'm what going on? What's this? Man, it's almost three. This is gonna be 3 years, man. three
yeah,
years
that's
into
that's
in
great.
the crypto industry. Obviously, riding this wave, this bear wave,
Yeah,
and yeah, very well versed in business entrepreneurship. Honestly, this is more of a passion project. I wouldn't say I'm an expert in any of these type of tech or anything like that, but
yeah.
I've been in marketing, I've been in business, so I've learned a whole bunch along through this journey, and we've gotten a lot accomplished.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, for presenting yourself. For anyone in the chat, so sometimes when I go live, I do a bunch of shout out. So it might be a bit different. So we'll do the interview and I'll try to acknowledge if you're there or not, and so on. But just feel free to comment and ask questions if you're curious as well. So when you first got started with Vibravid, I mean, like, were you involved in crypto before that? Like, just like as an investor, like in Bitcoin or something, or?
Yeah. So I started out, obviously, who doesn't want to get rich quick, right? uh, so that was kind of my mindset from the beginning,
Yeah,
and so I got in it for the money. I guess I stayed for the passion and the tech, you could say.
okay.
So I remember going to work. I was working with the AT&T at the time, and a friend of mine. I had heard about Bitcoin, and I was like, man, what's this Bitcoin thing? But I never looked up a YouTube video. I never did anything in regards to that. And my friend, he's like, oh yeah, I bought a Bitcoin at 9,000, and he did really well for himself.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, wow, this is awesome. So then he was telling me about the altcoins, and I think the first altcoin that I bought was Stellar Lumens. And
Oh
then
yeah.
after that, I became a Tron holder. So it was just those two and a little bit of Bitcoin, and I just submersed myself, saw the vision of Tron, and that's what really. Once we saw the wave go up and down, and I saw what Tron wanted to do, I was really excited because as a quote unquote investor, you're thinking about the advancements and the differences that this can make for society. And when I saw what they were doing, how they were better than Ethereum, and they were going to be the next big thing, I got really excited. And I said, man, because I'm really passionate about music. As you can see, I've got my instruments and
Yeah.
everything there. I said, wow, it would be nice for musicians to have a better opportunity. So I looked for some projects and nothing really caught my eye. And there were some projects built on Ethereum. And I said, well, why don't you guys go to, Tron? Because that's a truly scalable, blockchain. How is it going to work with Ethereum? And I never got any answers until I met Steve with Vibravid, and it just took off from there.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for sharing. So, for those that they're not familiar with cryptocurrencies, because obviously that's fairly new, and um, sometimes like people just know about Bitcoin. So same thing at work or
Hmm.
whatever. I'm going to talk about cryptocurrency, and then if I mention Tron, they'll be like, "What are you talking about? Is that like the movie or something like that?" Or
That's true.
you
That's
know what I
true.
mean?
You gotta
So
you gotta make that clear.
yeah, so I'm
Tron
talking
is
about
essentially another cryptocurrency.
yeah.
If you want, I could take the lead on that. So
Oh, for sure.
Bitcoin,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'll try to explain it as simple as possible. So Bitcoin was the OG, the original cryptocurrency, and it was meant to, transact. Many see it as a digital gold, a store of value. But then came Ethereum, which is what they call an alt token or shitcoin. Everything else that is not
Exactly.
Bitcoin,
Yeah.
that's what they call. So this coin brought in what's called a smart contract, which basically is any type of service or transaction that automatically is triggered through the blockchain. So it's all transparent. So basically, Tron is a faster, better version, better marketed. Everything is better about Tron. Well, not everything, but most things are better. So when we say Tron, we're talking about just another currency, another big player in the cryptocurrency space.
Yeah, exactly. And then for everyone watching as well, so Bitcoin can be like a peer-to-peer transaction, but Tron also they can also build like an entire ecosystem on that. So like applications and so on, and then file sharing with the BitTorrent. I was actually
Hmm.
trying to watch a video on that the other day by Justin Sun on D Live, and I was lost because there was the engineer talking about the file sharing, and I was like, oh my God, there was so much
Yeah.
technical aspect of it, and he was showing how to. I don't know, store stuff with like a coding and stuff. I was like, I'm lost.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that one too. I actually saw that this morning. No, last night. They
yeah,
need to obviously they got to get the user friendly version because once they do, that's going to be a very attractive product.
yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, especially for the engineer, they're always like, going to talk about the specifics. Then maybe they should like get someone just for the marketing side explaining it for the general population. That'd be a bit easier because they get into like the specifics, and then we're like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah. So, so now, for people watching, and then thanks again if you're watching on the recording as well, or even on Vibravid, which will be uploaded there as well. Um, so, what is Vibravid.io? Like, what is it? What's the main purpose of this platform?
So Vibravid.io is essentially a platform where our objective is to mix the best of the worlds of YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify. It's a platform for audio and video where you can essentially make peer-to-peer instant transactions. So if you're an artist or a content creator, you can get tipped for your work immediately through blockchain transactions and using our cryptocurrency called BeatzCoin. And same way as far as collecting ad revenues in the future, and also the ability to market yourself through bounties. That's one of our unique
Yeah.
aspects. So we find that so many, this space is tough. Like, we're getting channels started now, and it's hard to really, build up our views, right? Because there's so much content out there, and it's not that that the content is poor. In many cases, it's just that they need another way to market themselves. So this has been a proven concept ever since we launched our minimum viable product. People love that because they get a little incentive for watching your video,
Yep.
and the person's getting more views, more followers, etc.
Yeah, so obviously, and then I uploaded one this week. I was talking about the markets and so on, and then I put, I think it was 5 BeatzCoin for everyone watching the entire thing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
don't skip and all that stuff. I think that's part of
Yeah,
the
that's
rules.
very important.
Yeah, so I think that's good, and then I managed like to get way more views than on YouTube, right? For that matter, right? So I mean, I don't need to do that every time, or maybe one day you can actually charge even people for watching it, right? There's another
Right.
version of it, so yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely. That's how it is in life. You market yourself, and the more you market and the more popularity you get, eventually, either, if you're in the workforce, that good marketing of yourself that you did is going to get you a higher salary, or, if you're your own business, the more marketing that you do, that's going to be more net income for your business because you're going to get more business out of it. Same if you're a YouTuber or a vlogger or whatever.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So that's yeah, that's certainly it's difficult for everyone as well. Like everyone starting a YouTube channel, good example of that. It takes a lot of time, right, to get started. And in platform like this, where you can give some incentive, just get your content out there, and then people might be more prone to actually watch it and watch the entire thing because you
Yeah.
might have good stuff to say, right? So that's
Yeah. No, at this point, I mean, you spend $5 and you can literally get a couple hundreds of views, and you're also dabbling into blockchain and cryptocurrency while you're doing it. And our goal for Vibravid was to make it simple for new users to come on board that don't know absolutely anything about Vibravid. We want them to be able to log in, create an account, and say, "Oh, what's that wallet there? That's my cryptocurrency wallet," and then they kind of go from there. So um, their first interaction with crypto is a pleasant one. That's one of our main
yeah,
goals.
because in that one you can also upload the Tron as well on that, at least part of the wallet as well,
Hmm.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So because we're on the Tron blockchain, we also accept TRX, and uh, the main incentive is to use BeatzCoin, but we have TRX there since you need that for transactions. So we give the option as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so when you first got started, maybe you joined a bit later, but so the objective now is really to give a platform for artists, either in music or even videos, to display their
Right.
stuff, right? That's the main objective of it, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Um, so yeah, so when did it start? So it started the project started in 2017, right?
Yeah. So I can't speak exactly for Steve and Dallas, but they were literally in a group and they said, "Man, it would be awesome to do this." And I think Dallas started things, and then it just became a passion project. And as soon as the Tron mainnet came out, they started, marketing there and talking about the project, and that's how I found out about them. Originally, they were going to build on Ethereum because many people advised them, "Hey, build on Ethereum," and they're like, "No, Tron's a scam, this and that." And Steve had this gut feeling, he's like, "No, we got to go to Tron," and sure enough, that's exactly what we did. In the long run, I know they lost a little bit of time, going the Ethereum route in the beginning, but we quickly switched before we even began real development, and it's been a definitely a interesting journey, I can say the least, because we've had some moments where the market was high, but most of the time, it's been a bear market this whole time since we really started marketing. So is
Pretty
a
much.
completely funded by the community, 100% driven by them, and it's just amazing to see what the power of the community has been able to help us achieve.
Yeah, exactly. And I can just remember I got started in cryptocurrencies in like September 2018, and
Hmm.
mostly from like a trading perspective, right? So started in
Right.
forex, started in crypto trading, which it wasn't advised to start with.
Hmm.
It was probably safer to just start with a little amount with forex, because obviously the market doesn't swing that as much, right?
Yes. Right.
Obviously. So I started with that, and then yeah, so there's a lot of stuff, especially following Twitter. Crypto Twitter. There's always
Hmm.
like a project bashing another one, and then that common theme came back. That Tron was like a scam or whatever. So
Right.
how do you, as a project, do you have to manage or deal with that on a regular basis, or is it not a problem really?
I want to say it's a little bit of an issue because there is times where people won't even want to look at a project that's built on Tron. Yet the Tron community is so strong that their support alone, has helped us get to the point where we need to go, or where got us to the point where we can actually deliver a product. Take it to more than just a dream.
Yeah.
So, uh, that's a very good question, but I would say no. Like the Tron community is stronger than the ones who don't look at it. You have to spend a lot of marketing in the crypto space, and if you don't have the millions and millions, it's hard to have reach and get people actually buying your token. People don't know this, but to get on major exchanges, it's a lot of money. You're talking, $100,000, if not more. So, how do you expect a small business to get on Binance, to get on HitBTC, to get on Bittrex? It's tough. It's tough. So most of these projects that, they may suck, let's be honest, because there are projects that they just took advantage and they maybe had a vision, but they never executed. They made millions during this ICO boom. We came after that and we actually, delivered, yet they're probably in a better position than us just because of the timing of things.
Yeah, exactly. I see a lot of project with
financially better position financially.
Yeah, I see a lot of projects with like different coins, and I'm not gonna name them, but they don't really have much like to back them up. Like yes, there's some now we see like crypto.com has got like the MCO, so that's actually got some good, even though it's kind of a based exchange kind of token, like it's still got some value. But like if we think about other like tokens or whatever, they don't really have anything, like they're not really doing anything. So at least with BeatzCoin, what I don't know, as a content creator slash marketing and then cryptocurrency enthusiast and all that, it's I feel like at least there's a solid like project behind that, even though it's worth like it's not worth a whole lot right now, but for other reasons. But eventually, as people catch up with that, then this might change, right? So
yeah, survive and thrive. We just keep building, and that's really the important thing right now. We got to put ourselves in a position to where the mass users start coming in, and when that happens, our crypto is designed to, obviously, with more people, there's more demand, and obviously that price is going to have to go up. So hopefully we see that. I mean, but at the same time, what's important for the company is to generate revenue, to not only obviously be able to continue to operate, but also be able to bring incentive to the content creators and the musicians.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then again, if I go back to that, because just to be clear with anyone that'd be watching, so who is this platform for, right? So if you can go back again and tell them exactly, because some people might not think about music, they might just think about videos, right? That's what I thought at first. I'm like, oh, it was actually created mainly for music creators at first, right? So
that was the main inspiration. I know for me that was 100% the inspiration that I wanted to get into it, because my favorite musician was someone who was, he was on MTV. He was pretty much famous, and now he's not. That was in like in the early 2000s, and now he's still very, very well known, but he's not like the Lady Gaga's, Taylor Swift's, making millions and millions. Yes. And when I discovered that he has to really hustle and really tour, can't be with his family as much as he wants to, because he's making music and he's doing it for the love and the passion to bring to his fans and his audience, that really moved me to want to be part of something that can help musicians get more. So even if they're not going to be ultra famous millionaires again, at least they're going to be able to make another stream of income that can really make a difference for them and their families.
Yes, exactly right. So, and it's for anything, like I said, I'm trying to start a business online. It's hard. Music, same thing, right? It's highly competitive.
Right.
Yeah. So anything you can catch can get you some, I don't know, a little lift, and that might just be what you need, right? So
yeah. So the thing extended beyond musicians. We saw the same thing with content creators. So that's why we really wanted Vibravid to cater to both. Okay. So that's something that we're continuously keeping in mind, essentially putting a 2-in-1, which is very possible, and we've done it. Now it's just building on that and enhancing it.
Yeah, okay, so now in your role within Vibravid, so as director of artist relations, so what's your role? Like, are you reaching out? What do you do exactly?
So I'll say my title is a little bit misleading, because I told Steve, because honestly, we're a bunch of guys with a vision and with a dream, and we were all executing on certain things. That was one of the tasks that I took because I was hosting a podcast that I called the Music and Crypto Podcast, and meeting a lot of musicians and interviewing and kind of bringing crypto and music together with it. So I've been reaching out. We have a artist accelerator campaign, but really I wear a ton of different hats in Vibravid.
Yeah.
So I spend time reaching out. I do a lot of QA because right now we're focused on the development of our website and catching up to where we need to be. So usually around this time, because we have devs that work here and devs that work on the other side of the world. So they're usually up around this time. So I don't know if you heard my Skype earlier. That was probably them. So I'll go in there and I'll test our test side and I'll say, hey, this needs to be fixed, even though I don't know anything about coding itself.
In Asia, right? So
yeah. So that's I do a little bit of that, a little bit of business development. So ideas to make Vibravid better. I'm all on that. Right now we're working on how our staking options are going to work once that's implemented. We have a Vibravid Radio, which is a cool concept that I've been aiding and helping out with. So honestly, the last couple months has been more focused on development because the artists that we do bring, because we have a lot of artists kind of on standby, and the artists that we do bring, we want them to stay. We want them to have an incentive because right now, if you go onto Vibravid, the music section is more of just a big old container full of content. And we want to organize that with categories and genres and tags and things like that. So we've been improving little by little. Every week you'll see a few new improvements there.
Let's see if I can show it. Oh yeah, I just got logged out. That's nice.
Awesome.
Still do it
there you
without being logged in. I think I can. I just can't receive any. Then your wallet is not open.
Yeah. So essentially, you're gonna. So we're gonna change that to where instead of explore, you'll still be able to log in. That's funny. Yep. The second song. Yeah, people.
Yeah.
So people are just. There's all types of content there, and that's just showing the free and bounty content. We'll show everything on there. We got to make a couple of adjustments, and you'll see there, how many likes. You'll see if there's any bounty attached to it. So you listen to that entire song, and you get a couple of BeatzCoin, whatever the artist decides to pay for that. And same thing here with the videos.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and then another topic as well, for who that is for, obviously, right, this week, and then, it's been going on like pretty much since like Christmas time or I think holidays. There was a huge censorship thing happening on YouTube. A lot of people were involved, like affected by it, to say it. And then we've got, so if you look at the top left here, so Tron was actually one of them that recently got his channel terminated.
So Tron.
Yeah. So what's the advantage now of him coming over to Vibravid? What, I guess, you're talking about decentralized, right? So that's...
Yeah, so Tron's a good friend of mine. I know he was devastated that his YouTube account got terminated. I hope he does get it back. And he's able to continue to upload content because I know most of his following is there right now. So really the great thing about Vibravid is that when you upload your content, even if we were to take it down, even if we were forced to take it down, your content still lives in the BitTorrent file system because the way that it works, and not to get too technical here, but that file is spread out into hashes across many different nodes, many different computers, and they can be called upon, at any time. So even if it's deleted from one computer, you still got all the other nodes where it's accessible from it. And that's why, your content lives forever. You can find it under the BTFS system, even if, like if someone were to, upload something illegal, or even like pornography or something, which we don't do on Vibravid, then we would take it down, but it would still live on BTFS. So people's
You can still
content's
find it.
never, yeah. hmm
Yeah, and I think that's probably good, at least that there's the option, because again, just leaving it up there, then obviously it's not going to give a good name, right? Everyone will start being against the platform, and
Yeah.
so
I mean, you have some people happy, but other people would be like
yeah. Yeah, it's
outraged.
more like about censorship, about opinions and stuff. That sometimes that person can be super polite, and let's say they talk about Trump or about anything, but they have a valid point. But some platforms, and they get their content removed
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
don't agree with
Conspiracy
them. Yeah,
channels are conspiracy channels are huge
yeah,
for getting deplatformed. So, all the political people, all the conspiracists, like conspiracy people, like please post on Vibravid, There's no there's the amendment for free speech, and we feel that, so long you're not breaking the law or anything, like you should be able to post whatever you want, People don't
exactly.
want to watch it, they don't have to watch it.
Exactly. I made it so I was on here as well. So just for my channel here.
I like it reminds me of the emoji.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a much more robust system where we have a trending section, recently uploaded section. There's
Yeah.
so much more that we want to do, and that's why our focus has been more on development rather than just like marketing and things like that.
And there's probably a video I want to watch. I haven't watched it yet, so the
Is that
CEO.
the one he did with Crypto Cody?
Yes.
Huh, I'm not sure. I remember that.
Yeah, so that one, I don't know if we need to pay for this one. Is it a bounty? Bounty.
Yeah, it looks like a bounty. Yeah, we
Of
have to make that a little
so that
more.
logo, for anyone that are not familiar, that's the TRX logo. And then obviously, I don't know if it shows, well, Vibravid should be all over the place with BeatzCoin here, but yeah, that would be the logo. Nice
Mhm.
feature again with that platform. So you have a
Yeah,
nice user page.
we have a major UI change going on, so the site's going to look awesome once that happens. The upload process is going to be a lot better as well. So I'm really excited to see what we're going to see how people are going to react to the new changes that are going to come about within the next weeks to month or so.
Yeah, exactly. So now, if anyone's interested as well, so you can also go on beatscoin.io to find out more about the actual, so the token, the system that they use on the platform. And obviously, so this is really important here. Wanted to point out. So if you're someone having Telegram and you'd like to know more, you'd like to ask questions, obviously that would be a nice place to go. Correct?
Yeah, join us there. We have many different ambassadors from different countries that they just do it for the love of the project, and they're moderators on their Telegram. And the more people we have there, the merrier. We talk about our videos. We talk about everything. We got trolls in there.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's a cool little community that we have there. So I know Sylvain, you pop up there for good times. So
Yes.
yeah, join us on there. Everyone in crypto typically uses Telegram. It's become the norm now. I don't see many people outside of crypto, but Telegram's an awesome app. I like it better than WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah, it's phenomenal. I just follow so many different channels now. It's hard to keep up. Like I've got like 1,000 messages outstanding on different chats, right? So it's hard to keep up.
Yeah,
But I try to get the announcements as well, so just to stay on top of like Poloniex and those
yeah,
places, just to stay
definitely.
on top of what. So it's another option. So Telegram is good. And obviously you have Telegram chats for different communities as well around the world, different language. I'm actually like I just volunteered to help out, with the
Yeah,
French
appreciate that.
community.
We don't have many people there in the French,
No,
but hopefully we get we get some more soon.
yeah, because
Because
obviously in French, there are lots of artists as well, like singers
yeah,
and all that.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah. I
you know,
know a couple that are actually in France. One that's a DJ, and he's pretty popular there.
yeah. So I don't know if we can get Celine Dion on board, but
Ooh. Are you French or are you French Canadian?
French Canadian, yeah.
Okay, nice. Just I don't know. I told you my wife's actually from Montreal, so.
Yeah. So I'm a bit more like from Quebec City
Yeah,
area. So, but yeah, I've been to Montreal many times. So
that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
yeah. So Celine, proud product of Quebec. So yeah,
Yeah, I love
yeah,
I love. I didn't go to Quebec City. I went to Montreal and a few other places nearby.
yeah.
It's
Same
like
as
I didn't feel like I have to go to Paris because I feel like it's a little kind of like the Paris of the North America.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else that you'd like to cover that you feel is missing, maybe from what we just talked, or
There's so much, to be honest with you. It was cool to just kind of give a little introduction of what we do. Obviously, I know it's kind of late, so that's probably why we don't have many people
yeah,
on. But
exactly, yeah,
if there's any questions, like just come on our Telegram, join Vibravid. Be in the first 10,000 to join.
yes,
We're developing and we're putting out new things every week.
yeah,
So we barely just scratched the surface. This is kind of like an introductory of what we are, the movement, what we're trying to achieve. So I hope everyone really got to kind of taste that. And they can go to vibravid.io. You can start earning crypto. You can have a wallet in there. And you don't have to buy anything,
no, exactly,
it could be your first dabble into crypto.
yeah. You can,
So,
yeah. So anyone can actually create an account, go on there, and then start watching some content with
mhm.
that gives some free BeatzCoin that they're
Yeah,
giving away from the artist itself, and then you
yeah.
can build from there, right? So
Yeah. Soon we'll have a anonymous login. So if you have like Tron Wallet or Tron Link, you can go in and collect bounties and pay for content. And we'll also have like Google login. So multiple ways to log in just to make it easier, because that's the most important thing, to make it easy. And we're looking at ways to, maybe be able to sync YouTube videos. There's a lot of things that people are asking for. So we're just kind of absorbing it and developing right now.
yes, exactly. And yeah, so like Tron Link, like it's super easy to use. Like it's a really fast like wallet. It integrates with connected sites, dApps, especially on the gaming side. Like for some people that are interested in doing that, then your wallet connects like pretty much directly to the platform. So it's like super
Mhm.
fast. So it's quite amazing now what we can do with like the cryptocurrencies and all that, right? So
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm very excited. I'm very into projects, not only just ours, but ones that actually bring use case. Like you mentioned, crypto.com, it's bringing mass adoption. It's pretty much combining a crypto wallet and a bank account, perfect for
yes.
a beginner. Travala, it's pretty much like Expedia with the crypto aspect to it. So things like that are what I'm into. And of course, your Bitcoin and your Tron.
Yeah, exactly, right. So, and then we've seen a little dip in the markets over the last couple days. So,
Hmm.
sometimes that's kind of the best time to put a little bit into it. Like I said on my last video, if you're not an active trader, I'll just, dedicate a little amount. Let's say you want to invest and just put that, like every week or so, you know what I mean? So that way you buy at like different prices, so you're not stuck in like dumping 10 grand at the same price, and then next week it dumps, and then you're oh.
Right, right. I
So
wish I would have known that from the beginning. And
yeah,
the problem in this space is the FOMO and the greed. The fear of missing out. People see it going up and up and up, and they don't want to miss the boat.
yeah,
And things can't go up forever. I wish I would have known that. I could have cashed out a lot during the bull
yeah,
market, and unfortunately, I didn't. But that's okay. And just not being greedy. I see a lot of
yeah,
people. A lot of people invested in Tron. At 5 cents, so they're waiting for Tron to go to 5, 10, 15 cents, for example,
yeah,
and they may have bought some at 1 cent, 1.5 cents. Now that it went up to 2.5 cents, it would have been a great time to take a little bit of profit there from the ones that they bought at a cheaper price. But many people don't do that. So that would be
yes,
my advice. Take profits, and
yeah,
then
exactly. And then for someone in the bull market that would have sold at like 15 grand, well, it's not bad given considering that it went back down to three. So imagine
hmm.
So even if you didn't catch the top, because it's hard to catch like the bottom and the tops, but I mean like if you you can, if you're looking to trading a little bit, you kind of feel that it's gonna stop soon, right? And
Right,
then
right. And just understand, crypto's not very regulated right now. So many people, they didn't do their own research, when it came to investing, and they would just put their money in. I know that's what I did with several projects,
yeah,
unfortunately, and I lost, hundreds of dollars, thousands, a couple thousand in some cases.
yeah,
And that's because, you trust what someone says, or you believe the hype, or you barely scratch the surface. You kind of got to dig deeper. It's
hmm,
okay to get into a risky investment. Just get into something where the people are going to work to bring something good.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can risk a little bit as long as you've got your portfolio, and then you don't use 100% of it, then because that would be kind of silly, right? So, but for anyone
Yeah.
like and I think that's kind of what they're talking on sometimes YouTube with the big corporations are like, oh, put your money into 2% savings account and all that. It's like, well, you what if you take 5% and you put in Bitcoin? Like, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like, worst is if you lose that, like, you're not gonna be in the streets. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, right. That's why I love crypto.com, because
yeah,
you go and you invest. Let's say you get that the Ruby Red card that right now would cost you about $200 to $300. That you
yeah,
have to invest in MCO. Then everything you're earning, you earn it in MCO, and then you can sell that and buy Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. And you can, like you said, put 5% of your portfolio, or if you have extra, if you're saving an extra $1,000, there's no reason why you shouldn't put 100 of that into cryptocurrencies.
yeah. So it's like, why not, right? So
Yeah, I come from a banking background. That was my yeah. I started working at the bank at 19, so I'm always kind of thinking that way in
yeah, it's
terms of
good. It's quite
investment.
the clash in between the two as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish somebody would have told me about Bitcoin when I started working at the bank. I'd be a millionaire right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then you kind of have that different feeling for banks and stuff, obviously. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man, I was a sheep. I'm not gonna lie, I was a sheep. I loved working for I worked for JP Morgan Chase, and I loved it.
yeah,
And I didn't see how much of a shark and how crazy these banks, what they do to people.
yeah,
And once I got out of it, I slowly started to change my mindset and
yeah,
open up and see what this
yeah.
world is really like.
Yeah, obviously, because then they secure your money with like guaranteed like return like low ones, right? But
Yeah,
what they do is with all that capital, then they can go on the markets and trade, right, and improve their profits, right? So it's
yeah, exactly.
yeah. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we'll keep it longer. So we're about 40 minutes. So I think it's a great overview of
Yeah.
Vibravid, of BeatzCoin. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to the community. Especially Alex is active on the Telegram as well. So I think the CEO, Steven, is there as well, right? So they'll answer your
Hmm.
questions and so on. So go ask away. Even ask, I'm sure someone would be happy to help you, like setting your Tron link account or something, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just getting the base.
I'll
So yeah,
Yeah, I'll say this last thing. We're community driven project, so we love talking to people. We love getting their feedback. So just join us, sign up for Vibravid, talk to us in the community, give us your feedback. We're trying to build something big that'll be life changing. And you can find me at ProGera. I do Twitter. I also have a podcast, Rectify
yes,
radio podcast. So we have a lot of fun there. We'll do giveaways almost every episode. So we talk a little bit about crypto and a little bit about other stuff, mostly about crypto.
yeah,
we were doing a music and crypto podcast, but they really just don't connect just yet.
yeah,
So we kind of rebranded and just do a little crypto talking. So Sylvain, maybe I'll have you on there soon, or we'll
yeah,
do a live stream on D Live or all the streaming
for
platforms.
sure, yeah. Yeah, we'll try to set something up. I'm sure, like, if you're like big in text and stuff, and let us know how to set that up so we can like go simultaneously like through OBS, because I don't know how to do like like I know how to do it myself, but like, can we include like a second or third person on that? So just
That would be
maybe
awesome. Yeah, if we
maybe
can
on Zoom,
stream
I think we
through
can
all our
do it, but
channels. Yeah, we'll try it next time.
yeah,
I
we'll
know it's a
try it
little
next time.
late.
So yeah, that podcast is super good. Yeah, so I loved it, and
Thanks, man.
you know, nothing better to just go on vibravid.io. You upload that as well there, and then it's a great place, and you'll get some Beats coin as well from that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, we give out BeatzCoin every podcast that we upload through there. We give out BeatzCoin at least like 50 BeatzCoin, sometimes 20, 10. Just depends how
yeah,
good of a mood I'm in.
exactly. All right, so well, thanks so much for joining me, coming on this channel. I know it's late for you, so thanks so much again for joining. Um, so yeah, this was Alex Guerra, so director of artist relations with Vibravid. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and then we'll try to do other videos soon. So thanks so much for joining. Again, make sure you share this channel with your friends. Invite them to like, subscribe, all that stuff, right? So we'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.
Appreciate it, Sylvain.
Bye.